Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here. Oh, let's fix that. Oh, this one's going to be a tough one for some people, but it's going to be a great one for the true Burmis Brigaders out there, because we're going to destroy the Q-tards, okay? And I don't like saying that, but guys, it's over. It's been over for a long time. You have a mental illness. You need to stop, okay? Stop with your mental illness. Then we're going to defend them. Then we're going to say, hey, you know what? You have your free speech. If you want to be mentally disturbed and promote a hoax, that's on you. If you don't want to have discernment and you want to believe in breadcrumbs and clues and imaginary superheroes and JFK Jr. being alive, that's on you, okay? You should be able to do that on every single platform out there. You should not be censored at all. Let the world know. Let that crazy diamond shine, right? And here's the thing. You know what? I'm going to get up really quick. I'm going to shut that off. And it's going to cause me problems. Sometimes when we do it live, guys. Sometimes when we do it live. Thumbs the video up, subscribe, and share. I'm going to point out a lot of things here. All right? And before I do, I want to remind everybody that I'm fully demonetized on this platform. Why? Because I tell the truth. Because I'm not part of some left-right paradigm. I call everybody out, okay? So right now, especially, lost a couple hundred subscribers. No big deal yesterday. Knew I was going to. Predicted it. Got a lot of hate for what I said yesterday. Had a bunch of liars on there. But don't worry, we're going to take them on today. And it's with your help. We're about halfway to our goal this month with 9 days left. $5, $10, $15 means the world to me. Big donors need you now more than ever. Make sure you're thumbing the video up, subscribing, and sharing. And this video right here in particular, okay? Right here. Oh, now I get it. I was in a hot tub. I was angry. I was mad. All right? It wasn't great. But I knew right away that what? I was going to get a lot of hate. 130 thumbs down out of 1,000 thumbs. That means I'm probably somewhere in the 85, 86, 87 percentile of, thumbs up. That's way, way low for me. That's not the average. But again, there are a bunch of you out there that are mentally dishonest, have cognitive issues, and refuse, no matter what Trump does or say, to criticize him. And that's why my Bill Barr video that I did the day before couldn't have been timelier, because it really took a lot of you morons to task. And I'm sorry, I've got to call you a moron if you're still defending the guy after this, because you are. Yesterday, as many of you know, as it trended all over the world, Donald Trump wished Ghislaine Maxwell well. Now, we're going to play the clip because we actually had trolls in the comments section saying, I looked this up, and of course you lied, Jason Burmis. He was wishing her well in prison. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. And then we're going to talk about people going, well, he's compromised because she has the tapes. No, she doesn't. That is misinformation, disinformation that her friends have put out. I do not believe that for a second. Just like I did not believe in Epstein's dead man switch, which was not real. It was fantasy. Fantasy. We're in a place called reality, okay? And I'm not saying this woman doesn't have the dirt on him. But for him to say what he did and act the way he did, no. No. I had people going, what was he supposed to say? What was he supposed to say, Jason? He's not allowed to say nothing. He used to say shit like, lock her up. Have you seen his Twitter feed? He's not afraid to take people on. He's not afraid. First of all, let me give you a proper answer, okay? Here's the proper answer, okay? I hope that justice is done and that Ghislaine Maxwell is found guilty of her numerous crimes and that co-conspirators are also found and brought to justice. Very simple answer. Very easy. Could have been off the cuff. Instead, folks, this is what he said.
Follow up. My second question, it's a little bit different topic, but it's one that a lot of people are talking about. Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison, and a lot of people want to know if she's going to turn in powerful people. And I know you've talked in the past about Prince Andrew, and you've criticized Bill Clinton's behavior. I'm wondering, do you feel that she's going to turn in powerful men? How do you see that working out?
I don't know. I haven't really been following it too much.
That's a lie. That's a lie. I haven't been following it too much. He knows damn well about this case. He's been following it for years. He used it to get elected.
I just wish her well, frankly. I've met her numerous times over the years, especially since I lived in Palm Beach, and I guess they lived in Palm Beach. But I wish her well, whatever it is. I don't know the situation with Prince Andrew. Just don't know. Not aware of it.
Okay, so now he doesn't know the situation with Prince Andrew. A lie. A lie. Okay, and he wished her well twice. He didn't wish her well in jail. All you fantasy addicts, all you Q heads, you make me sick, quite frankly. You make me sick. And here's the problem. Now we're going to defend the Q heads a little bit. The Q tards, if you will. Okay? They shouldn't be banned from social media. And right now, I guess, Twitter is out there going around, and they are getting rid of QAnon accounts. All right, whatever that means. And it's a very broad definition, so I really believe that this is going to be able to go after more than just QAnon accounts. It's going to be able to go over any account that's even discredited Q, selective enforcement, like a lot of this Technopoly stuff is. Okay, so thumbs the video up, subscribe, and share. We're going to get into the next realms of this. So again, he wishes her well, and then just the magtards out there, dude, they just don't get it. They don't get it. Here it is. They immediately come to defend. Okay? And by the way, I want to say this. Just because they're taking Q off of Twitter gives no legitimacy to it. Zero legitimacy. I know there's that line of thinking from the mentally deranged. The reason they're taking it off is because it is effective in getting him elected, because people want to believe in superheroes. Because the mental illness is widespread. That's why. They're taking it off because it is good for Trump. That's why Flynn is giving oaths. We've discussed this with Robbie Martin. Just because people are promoting and pushing it doesn't make it real. Not one person, after I gave out my challenge, was able to provide me with anything that Q said or predicted before it happened. Not one. The best they had was Saudi Arabia, SA, and Jared Kushner, where there was an article that he was already there before the Q post. And they somehow said that this predicted the mass arrests and the upheaval in Saudi Arabia. No, it didn't. It said nothing about mass arrests. It said nothing about upheaval. It said nothing about a transition of power. Zero. Zero. Stop with your fucking fantasies, man. But here come more. Remember when Cuomo said, "Durr, durr, durr," like literally, durr. Like, take a look. I wish Andy well. This was a threat to others. Act of sleeper cells. January 29th, 2018. Stop. 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 Please stop. It hurts, man. It hurts. Look, again, if it's Trump or Biden, it's Trump for me. 100%. When he gets us out of the World Health Organization, I say, yes, we need to get out of the World Health Organization. When he gives Bill Gates money for vaccines and Operation Warp Speed, I call him out. It's weird like that. I don't change my values, my morals, or my thought process for somebody else. I don't do mental gymnastics to go, "Durr, he was threatening her. Durr, there's tapes of him. Durr." No. No. Stop. 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 And that's why I've got to bring this up really quickly as well. So the big story yesterday was that internet, this is before he said that, but internet troll Jacob Wall, who I have never liked, because he is a dishonest piece of shit, and I will tell him that to his face if I ever see him. You are a dishonest piece of shit, Jacob, and you know you are. But you revel in that piece of shitness, don't you? You love it. Some of these people really like to be slimy and dishonest, okay? Because what are they? They're political operatives. Now, the story was that Ghislaine Maxwell had given him $25,000 to go after and smear victims of Epstein and go after Jeffrey Berman, the prosecutor. Now, I'm not saying that story is not correct, okay? That story may be correct. However, on the flip side of that, there were other people saying that Wall planted the story on purpose, and my thoughts were that if he did plant the story on purpose and it was false, it was to try to gain street cred, right, against the mainstream media, and said they'd falsely reported on him, and so getting big gotcha moment. I don't know what it is yet. I respect Big Fish a ton. I know that he does his research, and when he was challenged with that, he came up with these lobbying registration addresses and said, hey, take a look. It would be hard to fake this. Okay, it would be hard to fake this. Now, Jacob Wall, I want to say this. His last big stunt was getting those Roger Stone documents that showed that the jurors were absolutely biased. That was a real document. Okay? Jacob Wall and his dad and all that other stuff. He has mixed some reality with his fantasy. But at the end of the day, what is he? He's a right-wing lobbyist. He is a right-wing operative. He is a right-wing liar. I'm not right or left. I'm not a lobbyist. I'm not a provocateur. I'm not an agent. Okay? I'm not a promoter. I'm none of those things. I'm a person. I'm a human being first. And I'm a human being that tries to tell the truth to people. Okay? So my eye is definitely on this story as well to see about Jacob Wall. But that's because we're not in fantasy world here. Again, we call out the bullshit when it's there. Now, if Jacob Wall did this, which he may very well have, I mean, forget about piece of shit. He is like a piece of shit personified. And I'm sorry about the cursing, and I know the kids can't watch this, but quite frankly, when we're talking about human trafficking and the massive rape rings that have been around for decades that Maxwell facilitated with Epstein, and how they weren't even the head of the snake, right? Who's the head of the snake according to Maria Farmer? Les Wexner, right? Well, maybe it isn't what you need to be talking to kids about, okay? I'm not saying you don't give them a little information, depends on how old they are. Maybe I'm not kid-friendly all the time, and I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for, the grandmas out there that watch me, the Christians out there that watch me. I love you guys. I hope you know that. I really do. I appreciate you. I need you. I need as many voices as possible. And I just can't stop being this emotional when I see all these half-wits out there, okay, that refuse to acknowledge reality. But again, I will be the first to defend your right to put whatever reality you want out on the internet. Okay? These aren't troll farms. These are people. Okay? And you can't just carte blanche get rid of something, because if you're going to get rid of QAnon, the next thing is going to be what? 9/11 truth, right? Anybody who talks about a new world order that isn't Gordon Brown or Eric Schmidt or one of the establishment figures, right? And I've been talking about taboo subjects for well over a decade, including human trafficking. So I will always have their backs, okay? I will always have their backs in the freedom of speech realm. You say what you want, as uneducated and as it is. Okay? I don't care. You should still have a platform. You should still have a voice. They realize those voices and platforms are effective because those people are going out and voting. Okay? We have to protect all speech. What have I always said? How do you go against bad speech, false speech? You do it with better information. You do it by being more articulate. You do it by presenting real evidence. That's why I did that Bill Barr video. Go check it out. You still want to twist your nipples over Bill Barr taking down the deep state. You need to go watch that. That's my second one on Barr. So to wrap it up, guys, I do want to point this out as well, because this is concerning. Ghislaine Maxwell's lawyers want a court order to muzzle prosecutors and lawyers for accusers. Wow. Wow, they want more silence. Weird. And remember, a judge recently ordered Virginia Giuffre Roberts, one of Epstein's victims, to destroy evidence that she had on Maxwell, which is unprecedented, and then actually show the judge the evidence that that evidence was destroyed. Bizarro world. We're in such weird times, man. We are. And that's the bottom line. So guys, I might lose another 100, 200, 1,000 subscribers over this video. I'm okay with that. Listen, if I had 5 subscribers instead of 55,000 and those 5 people are willing to support me and the truth, that's what we need. We don't need another talking head up here trying to defend the actions of Donald Trump when they are that egregious. We don't need another fantasist up here that's going to tell you about imaginary superheroes in white hats and Anons that are going to save your ass and take down the swamp. They're going to drain it. They're draining that swamp 4 years later, except they're not. And they never were. And it's yet another piece of propaganda bullshit built around the Nasara hoax that's been around for decades, that some of you haven't been in the game long enough to even know about that hoax. Okay? None of this was original. Get off the message boards and get outside, because there's a battle going on outside, all right? And it's a big one. And we're going to talk about that later. Folks, I'm going to be in, I've created a pretty decent little makeshift studio. I'm back outside of St. Louis. I really enjoyed it here. I had to leave Kansas City as soon as I was told to wear a mask in a gas station. That did it for me. No thanks. Lord Cuomo has now upped it to 31 states that I'm supposed to quarantine myself from, including this one. We're going to be talking about that. And in about, an hour and 45 minutes? No, 2 hours, 45 minutes. I'm going to be doing Mixed Martial Mindset with John Fitch live as well. So once again, guys, I just want to point out, I'm the real deal. I'm the real deal. I know I came from a hot tub yesterday. I needed to heat up, cool down. I don't know what to tell you. Today we're not. We're here. $5, $10, $15 means the world to me. Need the big supporters too. I can't thank you guys enough. I can't thank my mods enough. Drufus, thank you. MF Doomvillain, thank you. Flick Off, thank you. Brian Telford, thank you. All of you guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for helping me get my message out to the people. This is going to be one of many videos today. Like I said, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you are part of the Burmese Brigade. The Bill Barr is really a must-watch video, as well as my 90-minute podcast with Pat Miletich, Jeffrey Wilson, and Luca. I would butcher his last name, but I'm really proud of that one. You know, it was a big, open conversation. You can also support me over on rockfin.com. I may actually do another exclusive for Rockfin when maybe today. There is an exclusive up there that's free right now, my long strange trip so far. Just make a free account, sign up, check it out, follow me on Twitter, check out all my documentary films for free, guys. If you think that I'm bullshitting you about this, and you think that the deep state's going down, you need to watch Invisible Empire and New World Order Defined. You need to watch Shade the Motion Picture, okay? And if you don't understand 9/11 and how that same crew was the Iran-Contra crew, up to the crew today that's helping and trafficking these kids, okay? Covering up real big crimes, you need to learn. Loose Change, Final Cut, and Fabled Enemies, they're also free in the playlist section under documentaries. I absolutely love you guys. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you all on the flip side.